camera looks a bit blurry. Okay. Why am I nervous? Should I put more lip gloss? Oh, my earring! That is so embarrassing. How do I want to start this? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be a get to know me video. Think old school YouTube get to know me tag type of vibe. I realized that one day I decided to pick up my camera and start vlogging but not actually introduce myself, which I think is quite rude. It's like entering a room and not greeting. Mannerless. So I thought I would do this video as a quick little get to know me, so you can get to know me, I can get to know you, because at the end of the day we're locked in now. So yeah, I got some questions, just random questions from the internet. Only 7 because there's not that much to know about me, honestly, but they're really like random. So if you want to get to know a little bit more about me, then keep on watching. I feel like we should get the boring basic stuff out the way first. So my name is Adama. I am 26 years old. I live in London. I'm from Sierra Leone. What else? I'm 5'9" and a bit, 5'10". My favorite color is pink, and yeah, those are the basics. So let's get into the questions. I haven't looked at these questions since like the beginning of the week, so I don't really remember what was on them. But number 1 is, what's your favorite comfort movie or show? Anyone that knows me already knows the answer to this question, but this is for those that don't know me. So my favorite comfort show is Gossip Girl. Guys, when I say I love Gossip Girl so much, I don't know what my attachment is to it. Like, I really don't know. I feel like it's probably like a you know when you hear a song and it takes you back to a specific time in your life? I feel like that maybe that's what Gossip Girl is. Like, I think the first time I watched it I was probably really happy in life. I don't really know like what exactly, but I must have been happy. It must have been like 2016 or something, so everyone knows that 2016 was a good year, so it must have been like something like that, 2016, 2017. But I love Gossip Girl so much. I rewatch it every single year without fail. It makes me so happy. It just like, ooh, you know when someone just makes you feel calm, cool, collected. I know a lot of people don't like rewatching shows because they already know how it ends and things like that, but I don't care, you know. Like me and Blair will say the lines at the same time. I don't mind. Like, I really don't. I really don't. But yeah, I'll definitely say Gossip Girl's my comfort show. In terms of comfort movie, any 2000s rom-com, you know, any kind of 2000s rom-com, Legally Blonde, Wild Child. Does Wild Child count as a rom-com? I don't think it does, but Legally Blonde, why can't I think of any other rom-coms? 13 Going on 30, what other ones do I like? Oh, this is so embarrassing. Why can't I remember any of them? I can't remember. I promise I know more. I just can't think of them right now. What other movies do I like?
I don't know why I blanked, but I also really love The Devil Wears Prada, Crazy Stupid Love, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's a good one. But you know, those kind of movies.
Pathetic, Adama, pathetic. I can't think of them, but think like movies like Legally Blonde, that kind of vibe. Yeah, those are the ones I like. Question number 2 is, your first celebrity crush? My first crush was Justin Bieber. Guys, I was a believer. I was the biggest believer you would ever meet as well. What? You couldn't tell me nothing about Justin Bieber, huh? Nothing. When he went through his wild stage, I stood 10 toes down behind that boy. I loved Justin Bieber. The first ever concert that I went to, my cousin, I will never forget this, my cousin bought me tickets to the Believe tour for like my birthday or Christmas, something like that. So that was the first ever concert I went to. That album was the first ever album that I bought like with my own money. I remember the day it came out. I went to Tesco before school to go buy the album. The perfumes, I had them all. This wall right here, his face was plastered all over that wall. Yeah, Justin Bieber. Oh, even thinking about him now I get shy. Like, I love Justin Bieber. Oh my gosh, think your typical teenage girl obsession. That's what I had for Justin Bieber. And even to this day, like he's my first love, so I have a soft spot in my heart for him. And when I found out he got married, oh my gosh, I fell down to my knees. Like I was so sad. I was so sad. Like it literally felt like my heart got ripped out. Oh wow. And then had a baby. He had a baby on me. No, men. But yeah, Justin Bieber was my first celebrity crush. Question number 3 is, what is your favourite quality about yourself and your least favourite quality about yourself? Oh, that's hard actually. Should have probably thought about these questions a bit more before hitting record. My favourite quality about myself, I think I like how bubbly I am. Like I feel like people seem to, well, I've been told that I have quite a warm presence and people feel like they like being around me, so I think it's probably my personality, like how bubbly I am. Like I could chat to anyone. Yeah, I think that might be it. Like I can speak to anybody about anything. I could speak to a brick wall, like we're gonna have a conversation about something. So I think maybe that might be my favorite quality about myself, that I'm quite personable. Is that the word? Is that the word? I think that's the word, personable. I like that about myself because it's nice to know that people like being around you, and I like being around me. I think I'm fun, so yeah, I think maybe that might be my favorite quality about myself. And my least favorite quality about myself, oh my god, my indecisiveness. Oh my gosh, I'm so indecisive and I hate it. Like Adama, just make a decision. I cannot make a decision for the life of me, and I hate it because it's just like, how old are you? And to the point where even it's like, oh, what do I want to eat for dinner? I don't know. I literally always have to have somebody help me make a decision, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's like I don't want to get too deep here, maybe I don't trust my judgment. Could it be that? Because like, why, I literally can't make a decision about anything, or if I do have to make a decision about something, like I will take forever to make a decision because I'll just go back and forth. I'm a Libra, so maybe that could be something about it, because apparently Libras are quite indecisive. My birthday's October the 4th, by the way. So maybe it's that. I don't know, but yeah, definitely my indecisiveness. I don't like it, and it just wastes people's time, it wastes my time, wastes other people's time to just make a decision. But yeah, I would say that. Something I'm really bad at making a decision. What else am I really bad at? I'm bad at maths. I'm terrible at maths. Numbers. I don't do well with numbers one bit. I remember I used to have a part-time job in H&M when I was in uni, and I tried to avoid getting till trained for the longest because I hated being on the tills, because I didn't want to have to deal with money, because I didn't want to be in a situation where someone's like, oh, I've got the 5p, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with that 5p. I really never understood when people do that, because what am I actually meant to do with the 5p? The computer's already done the calculations for me. You adding that 5p is just gonna mess up everything for everyone. So yeah, when I worked retail in H&M, I used to work in shoe as well. I did not want to put me anywhere. Put me on the shop floor, put me in the fitting rooms, put me in the back. Just don't put me on the tills. Please don't put me on the tills. But yeah, I was awful at maths in school. But shout out my maths teacher though, he was great. Funnily enough, speaking of, it's not a question here, but it was a question that I saw I didn't put on here. What is your biggest achievement? And it may not like be the biggest, but it's definitely up there. I got a B in my GCSE maths, and to some people that's like, you got a B, like I was on straight D's. I was on straight D's throughout all the don't break now. I was on straight D's throughout all of secondary school, so getting that B was a major. I cried on results day getting that B, because I worked so bloody hard, like so hard to get that grade, and all I wanted was to see. I just wanted to pass. So for me to get a B, I was like, oh my gosh, you can do it. I was so proud of myself. That's probably the proudest I've ever been of myself, because I think that's probably like the first time in my life that I've really like worked hard at something, and I reaped the rewards of it, I guess. So yeah guys, work hard, stay in school.
Bob, stay in school.
Word to Nikki. What was the question again? What am I bad at? Oh, I'm also really bad at directions. I'm really bad with directions. I can go to the same place multiple times, still get lost, still need Google Maps. Even in my area that I've lived in for the majority of my life, I can still get lost. I don't know. I feel like it probably has something to do with the numbers thing. Numbers, coordinates. I feel like all of those things use up a certain part of your brain. And so that part of my brain just doesn't work, basically. That's what I think anyway, because I'm great with words, I'm great with writing. I studied English in uni, so like I'm really good with my words. But numbers? Oh, no, girl. No. Question number 5 is, what do you think people will be nostalgic for in 500 years? I know. Because people are really nostalgic for it now. 2016 makeup. 2016 makeup. There was definitely a period of time where 2016 makeup was getting clowned. Like, people were clowning birthday makeup, 2016 makeup, the cut creases, the glitter, the eyebrows, the winged eyeliner, the bigger lashes. The big lashes, I can see why, because some of those lashes are scary. I can say that because I used to wear them. But I think generally speaking, that era of makeup, we got to a place where people just started to look down upon it. Like, oh my gosh, you know, everyone wanted to do like clean girl aesthetic and minimal makeup looks and blah blah blah, which is fine. But I definitely think we're going to get to a point where maximalism is going to be back in. Like, all the minimalist stuff is going to go out the window. The beiges, the creams, the slick back buns, and maximalism is going to come right back, including makeup and style. So yeah, I definitely think we're going to be nostalgic for that era of makeup. Even, I might even go as far as to say everything on that era, like makeup, hairstyles, fashion, like everything in that era, because that era was quite like, woo, like in your face. And then we strayed from that, I think, as a community. I think we're gonna go back. I do think so, because you know, fashion is a cycle. Everything comes back, everything comes back, everything comes back. Skinny jeans are no longer in. They're probably going to be in again very soon, the same way baggy jeans weren't in for a while and now they're back. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I think people are going to be nostalgic for. 2016 style, let's just put it all together like that. Oh, the next question is kind of about fashion ish. Would you rather be chronically underdressed or chronically overdressed? And I was having this conversation with somebody recently, actually. I would 100% rather be overdressed. 100% rather be overdressed. Going somewhere underdressed is like the worst feeling. Because I don't feel like you feel bad for going somewhere overdressed. I feel like you'd feel like everyone's looking at you and be like, oh my gosh, why is she wearing that? But they won't be looking down on you because you'll be looking good. Going somewhere underdressed and everyone else is dressed to the nines, oh my gosh, I want the ground to swallow me up. I would want the ground to swallow me whole. So yeah, I would definitely rather go somewhere overdressed. I don't feel like I'm typically either though. I feel like I always dress for the occasion. I don't feel like I'm ever feeling underdressed or overdressed. I feel like I always just look right for where I'm going, which is what I want, to be honest. Like I don't want to be overdressed because oh my god, get a load of this guy. But but if I had to choose between the two, it would definitely be overdressed. Okay, so I've got one last question here, and it's, what is your ideal first date? So I feel like this is very, very dependent. I feel like this is very dependent on whether this is like your first date like ever with this person, like this is the first time you're meeting them, or like you know them and now you're going on a date. Do you know what I mean? So if it's your first time ever like being in their presence in real life, I would say dinner. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, dinner dates are boring, blah blah blah, but I feel like if it's my first time ever seeing this person in person, I think a dinner date is the safest bet, because you can have conversations, you can see where the vibes are, you're not like, you don't have to be there forever. Maximum is probably going to be 2 hours, and if it's going well, you guys can extend it. You guys can go for drinks after, you can go do something else after. Oh, you have to make sure the date's not too late though. It has to be like 7 o'clock. Because like I said, if it goes well, then you can like do something after. If it doesn't go well, you can just go home and it's fine. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a dinner date. So yeah, I think that's the ideal for like a stranger. I've never been on a date with a stranger though. Stranger danger. But if I was to it will definitely be that. A nice dinner. It doesn't have to be too dressy either. I think that's another thing, because you wouldn't want to do all of that for someone that you don't know if it's gonna be a, like, you don't know what the vibe's gonna be, because like I said, he's just basically a stranger. So I think like a happy medium, nothing too casual either, because again, it's a date. You want to give a good first impression. You want to be able to dress up. You want to be able to do your makeup, your hair, put on a nice outfit. So yeah, that's what I would say for stranger. If it's for somebody that you know and you've been around, and this is just you guys' first time going out alone, I guess, I think an activity and then food. Yeah, activity, like a nice activity and then food, like golf, bowling. Funny enough, I hate bowling and I hate mini golf. Oh my gosh, but I like an arcadey type thing. Actually, no, I don't hate mini golf anymore. I used to, but not anymore. But what was I saying? Oh, like a nice fun activity. So because you guys have probably been around each other, you guys have that rapport, you guys can have that banter and be a bit fun, let it be a bit more relaxed. And then go out for food after. Like, it can be anything, but probably nothing too dressy, because you're doing an activity, so you're probably gonna be wearing something a bit more casual, like flats, trainers, maybe jeans. You're probably not gonna be wearing like a dress, so like a nice casual but still nice dinner, and then like see where it goes from there. That's what I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Going to the cinema is the worst kind of first date you could do. Like, what is the point? What is the actual point? I could have gone by myself, mate. Like, no, don't go to the cinema as a first date, guys. But yeah, those are all the questions I found. I feel like I should have got a bit more, but I didn't want to just chat away. Oh, and also my battery is dying, so maybe this is a good place to end. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more. What's you guys' ideal first date? Let me know. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel so we can be girls, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.